Hello and welcome to Give and Take, the virtues in life. And today's topic is Saving Arms International. And we have a wonderful guest who is all the way in Uganda, who will introduce himself and tell us all about what he does. So welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So tell us who you are, where you are, and what you do.
Here it is in the evening, but I guess you are in your afternoon. Good
Yes.
afternoon,
Good
viewers who are online and those in audience. My name is SSEMWOGERERE Patrick. I'm one of the directors of Saving Arms International, a Christian charity foundation that was started in 2013 with the view or the mandate of helping street boys or street children, those who live full-time on streets and those who live in ghettos.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So before we go into the interview, I just want to share, because we mutually know the same person. That's how we connected on Facebook, and that's Tracy, Tracy Hansen and she's from the Next Generation Global Educators, and she has a wonderful product called the Matrix, and the previous guest also has been a part of that matrix. So you want to talk about how that happened between Tracy and yourself, and how you got connected with her, and how it was brought to Uganda and used.
Yeah. Of course, like I've mentioned just in my brief introduction, that has the history of any organization. It depends on donor funding. So it was on Facebook that I was trying, because we go to ghettos and I write posts, different posts
Yes.
on what we do. So it was in that relationship that I was looking for support that I bumped into Tracy Hanson,
Okay.
and she said, "No, you don't need funds. All you need are ideas."
And she's right.
Yeah, all you need are ideas and how to change the education system.
Right.
Because I was showing her a rural school that had no desks, had no windows in them. Said, "What are parents doing? What are parents or community members doing?" I said, "They're doing nothing." I said, "Hey, do you mind if I introduced you to a matrix of a learner? It is a new concept that is trying to advocate for the change of education system that you have." He gave me an example of a Kenyan boy he was working with in Kibera, one of the Kenyan biggest slums. He said these people were able to use matrix, connect to the world, and they constructed a bridge. He said, "Is that possible?" He said, "Yes." So it is all about you gathering learners, educators, parents, peer groups coming together and sharing ideas. If one lacks an idea, the other one will bring a piece of idea. At the end of it all, you will find, you'll be able to develop your own solutions to the problems or challenges that you are having.
Excellent.
So, yeah, I think since then, he has flown to Uganda several occasions, and I've led her to the Minister of Education, who has referred us to Commissioner of Education in charge of program and designing, that is in relationship to curriculum. They have had several discussions and engagements, and Tracy has also donated her book, the first edition of Matrix of the Learner, to the Commissioner. Again, we've carried different workshops, educational workshops about matrix of the learner, trying to pull these educators, and they share, they bring in their contribution. They also really agree that our curriculum needs a bit of overhauling, giving it a new shape to match the demands of the current world standards, or maybe to match the market jobs that are available out there, to move from the theoretical part, but try to bring practical subjects that really match with the current job market.
Yeah, that's important. It's one thing to give money, but if you're giving money and you're not giving skills, you're not giving support and skills and bringing the community together to see that there are many resources there that can to overcome the money thing. Because at the end of the day, money's going to run out. But you want to build a community of learners and educators and one that will be able to sustain the community.
Yes.
Because we've seen funding does not last, money does not last. But when you have a skill, that's more tangible, having that skill. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, we had a similar idea to what she had. It's all because this is the beauty about her program, that it does not prevent or deter someone joining. We had what we called Ubuntu. I shared some pictures with you, the Ubuntu project. Yeah, where we gathered old men and old women of the community, and they cleaned their wells, they cleaned their walkways to widen them so that their own can have a safer road to move on when are going to school in the morning. Because here in Africa, we have footpaths, foot walkways that are prone a bit dangerous to maybe snake bites, like you saw in those pictures. But with the Ubuntu concept that was similar to her program, we were out of our own desires and spirit to see that a community really gets to a certain level. We would call them, teach them, train them on how to do things. That no, when we do things together, first of all, we minimize resources, we spend less time, and you saw them gladly having holes, pangas, cleaning their community.
Yes.
So this is where he got me. This is where he got me that I was already in the field, and she came with her ideas that were a bit upgraded than ours. Then we just compared notes, and I had to give her some direction to relevant government officials who really can take on. Though when you are bringing in a new concept, it is not easily will come by the society.
It's not easy, right? So when you're bringing in a new concept, you said it's not easy. That's what you said. When you're bringing in a new concept, right? Yes. Yeah. Even the Ubuntu. I mean, even Ubuntu. I shared with you. I was in France, Brittany, and I went for an Ubuntu retreat. And so it's funny because when I was on my way back from France, it was shown that the royals were just somewhere in Africa. I don't remember where they were. And they talked about the Ubuntu. And so all it takes is someone like that to adopt it. And then everybody wants to know what's Ubuntu, how can we use Ubuntu? But it's a natural resource and gem of Africa. And so Africa needs to use it. It needs to use that resource, because other people are going to come from outside and come and take that when it's really a natural resource of Africa to be used. So I'm glad you were using the Ubuntu concept, but what you're saying was the matrix of a learner came in and supported what was already happening, and that's good. It's all the same. I mean, just like in India, they say namaste. Namaste means I honor the divinity in you. So if I honor the divinity in you, then it becomes a community like Ubuntu. I am because we are. So it's all the same concept. And so there's many different ones, but it's it's good to just bring in different concepts to see how it can work. But Patrick, I want to show the images because I think it will really bring light to what the amazing programs you're doing in Uganda. So we're going to look at that now. We're seeing your Saving Arms International van that goes out. What does that van do? What is the
The
purpose of
van,
the van? Yes, the van, the Saving Arms
the
International.
van,
Yes.
the van came in as a donation
Oh,
to us because, when we are out there, the same way that I approached you, this is the same way that we have approached all our partners or sponsors.
okay.
They get to see us visit these ghettos and on the streets. First of all, they do not, some of them like Mama Tracy. When the first time that I took her to the ghetto, she cried the whole day. She said, I couldn't imagine that in the world, there was a certain group of people who lived low standard than even our goats at home.
Right.
So she had seen the misery of the kids in ghettos and on the streets.
Yes.
So the van was given as a donation from the family of Rainer Scowater and his wife Helga to help us transport 9 boys who have got to go to school every day.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
to go
Yes.
to help us in preparing the children to go to school, and also help us in distance because we are scattered all over Uganda. We have ghettos, but we also spread our wings to the villages, to the poor people.
Good, good,
So
good.
we were using a lot of transport and public means also, carrying 50 kilograms on our backs in our backpackers. So it was really a
Right.
difficult task. But when the van came in, it assisted us to do the ministry work.
Excellent.
It
Yes.
ferried the staff to the ghettos, to the ghetto programs and outreaches, gets the transports the sick families from ghettos. Like we have families that stay in ghettos, especially the grandparents. So when they fall sick, they call on us. It is the van that takes them to the hospitals, about for even the kids.
Okay. So Patrick, we're going to see a couple more images. Let's see. That's probably total. Oh, there's one with some children are in the water. There are boats there. What's happening there with these young people? They're in the water, these young people, and their boats. Boats are there.
Oh, it was a rural outreach. This is that one of the ways that one of the areas that we do is advocacy. We are fierce voices of the young children when it comes to child labor.
Oh,
So
okay.
those boys, yes, those boys you are seeing in the boat, those are fishing boats, our local fishing boats. So it was on a fishing landing site. Those
Okay.
kids you are seeing, they are not attending school. They are just on the lake shores, just doing petty jobs.
Yeah.
So we were there trying to find out what is it that we can do with the locals
Sure.
to have those kids go to school. Because now at their age, the habits that they are learning, first of all, from the fishermen and the community around there, just give them a space of 15 years. That boy will become an impossible to tell.
Right.
So we are saying, no, let us try to work with the community and identify a village nearby school where we can support them and attend school.
Okay, we'll look at the next image and I'll try to guide you through it. Okay, it looks like there's three young ladies and it looks like they're braiding, plaiting, as we might say in other parts of the world. They're doing hair. It looks like they might be learning how to do hair.
Yes.
Yes.
This is an independent project that we are running at Saving Arms. It is called a vocational skilling center.
Excellent.
Yeah, a vocational skilling center was born out of a street outreach program
Uh-huh.
where we realized that the street boys that we found young, they were growing and becoming teenagers.
Yes.
But all they knew was begging and scavenging people's bags on the streets.
Right.
So what we decided is to create them a skills center where they can come and train at free cost.
Beautiful.
That project is 100% free.
Wow.
Most of the young girls you see and boys, they come in and they receive services free of charge.
Good, yes.
We buy the materials to practice on, we pay their teachers, but all this is one of the products that I'm happy about, that probably someone out there could be listening and following our conversation, that Saving Arms is trying to do something to a certain group of people that could have been potentially dangerous to the society. But now the girl spends a year learning how to pray.
Right.
This is a skill.
Yes.
At the end,
It is a skill.
At the end of her course, yes, she goes and begins, or she's hired into a salon, or she begins her own small business.
Right.
And the life changes.
Good.
Yes.
All right, we're going to look at the next image. Okay, it looks like they're doing, possibly could be tailoring, yes, because I'm seeing what do you call it, a tape measure, and they're drawing.
Huh? A sewing machine?
There's no sewing machine. She looks like she's outlining something to cut material to, I guess, begin to do the sewing. So this is another skill that someone's been taught. That's what it looks like. Excellent.
So our vocational school has 3 independent courses. If one comes to us and is not interested in making hair, we introduce him or her to how to do garments, fashion, and design.
Right. Okay,
if they are not interested, we give them to computer skills too.
Okay, so we'll look at the next image now. Let's see. That's the sewing machine. We'll go to the next one because it ties in with the other one. There's this wonderful, it looks like something. All these children are dressed in their uniforms with their blue pants and their red and green tops. Is that a school event or something that's happening there?
Yeah, that is also a new, another project that started in 2016 as a Saving Arms Nursery and Primary School for children who stay in ghettos.
Okay.
Because we need to realize that ghettos in their composition, they have a high number of population. And probably most of the children do not go to school because of high cost of school fees. So what we decided, that school is just at the mouth of a ghetto community.
Right.
So we brought a standard. We brought them something good.
Right.
But because we are hoping for, then we just know. We brought a standard that now the community is emulating and is proud of.
How lovely. I like that. The community is emulating, which they're proud of. I like that. The community is emulating, which they are proud of. I like that. That's a nice, yes, very nice, very, very nice. And you talked about how you have these schools and you've trained people to become teachers. In these schools, you have these schools that are free of charge for young people. And so there's many things that you have done. Right there, because we're at 5 minutes, Patrick, I want you to talk about how one could reach you, the different places on Facebook, social media, you know, email address, whatever. If you could just talk about that now before we end.
Yes, before we end, I want to take this opportunity really to thank you for hosting me and for believing in me, because I contacted you. You did not know me, but you just were receptive and said, no, let me hear about what you do. I want really to thank you and your team. You're not feeling well, but still you could you could make time for me to talk about saving. This is one of the forums that I cannot take for granted. We are really, really, really happy. You've gone down into our books.
I'm
Yes.
happy. And we're going to be working together. We're going to be doing some work together. And there's something I'm going to announce later on, but not now. But yes, we're going to be working together.
People out there, you can just type in, when you go to Facebook on the search engine, you can just type in Saving Arms International, and everything that we've done, it will just display.
Excellent.
Yes, we having a website. It is www.sai/uganda.org.
Okay, good. And we're going to have that show as well. We're going to have all that show up at the end, you know, at the credits, so they'll be able to do that. So, Patrick, what would you say to the viewers about, you know, why you decided to do this? Because anybody could have done it. So why did you do this, Patrick?
The inspiration is part of my story, that I'm an orphan myself. I was most from primary up to the university level. I used to be chased out of school because of school fees. It really hurts me. When I sleep, I dream about so many encounters that I was closed out of the school gate. And again, with my colleagues, because we are having other two colleagues who could not be part of this, but we almost share the same experience. And after our education, the thing was, one of them was sponsored by a German missionary. And he said, no, he called us, say, during my time of being in a boys' transitional home or an orphanage, we used to visit these places. Can we go and carry out an outreach? Said, but I've never been a part of a street child. How do you engage me into this? But when we went on the ground, first of all, we met with youth who were almost our age mates, and they were like resurrecting the past memories of myself, growing up without shoes, growing up with no decent clothing on my body, growing up with no decent meal. And we said, no, we can begin. We began with a guitar, a music guitar, acoustic guitar, just worshiping and spending time with them. The gist of everything that we do is backed by love. We bring on love out to them.
Love, yeah, love. That's all it takes, you know, Patrick, is love. That's it. If we could just love each other, there will be no problems in the world. We don't know how to do that.
We've seen it work, that once you open and you love them genuinely. Both those boys who are on the street, first of all, they are smart, they are human beings, they reason like anybody else. And when it comes to the kids, we have a special program for the kids. My God, those kids will hug you, will laugh with you, because you just avail yourself to be there with them.
Yes.
To spend time with them, they will always show you that genuine love. Some of us will really miss because nobody was there for us. So the world worked on us until we said, no, we are not taking that direction, but we decided to take a different course by God's grace.
Right. Very lovely.
Yes.
So you're saying, what I'm hearing, the essence is that you're saying that we're going to break this cycle. We're not going to continue to see this. And so we're going to do something about it. I mean, there's so much more about to capture. You can't capture everything in the 30 minutes. But there's a lot to capture, Saving Arms International.
We may not, but we always tell the government that we are there to help you on do reduction. We may not really stand and authentically say that we are going to stop it forever, but we can contribute and help in reduction. If there were 10 people maybe going to jail the next day, through our programs, 6 of them can be transformed through behavior changes. Everything that you've shown, love is part of a behavior change. You just smile at a person and he regains hope.
Right.
Yes, if a street child was, the problem was money for cutting hair, when you have a dollar and you give it to him, go and shave off your hair. He's not going to steal. It is a life saved. You are saving that life from maybe breaking the law. So we are hoping in a reduction on numbers of streets, numbers of children on streets, reduction in numbers of children not attending school in ghettos, especially young children, just hoping in a reduction of course. You and I probably, as a person who is watching us right now, he can be part of this to hope in prevention and reduction of course.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Very wonderful message, Patrick. So it's time. The show is over now. So I have to greet and close with a nice greeting. Namaste, Ubuntu, and Om Shanti, which means I am peace. They all mean the same thing. It means we're all
right,
one. Right.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Patrick. Thank you. So my wonderful viewers, thank you for tuning in. And as usual, your level of consciousness is the gateway to the future. Thank you.